Johnny Gargano, Candice LeRae, in-ring promo. This was great babyface stuff from Johnny Gargano. Is there any better babyface right now in WWE? Even better than Daniel Bryan. Is there any better babyface than Johnny Gargano? The guy is just on an incredible roll right now. He's had 2 amazing back-to-back TakeOver main events to the point where I don't see how you don't headline the next TakeOver show with Johnny Gargano. After 2 main events like the ones he just had, how do you not headline probably the rest of the year with Johnny Gargano in main events on those TakeOver shows? But anyway, they came out and you know, Johnny was back. It was his first time back in Full Sail, back reinstated after his big win over Tommaso Ciampa. And the first thing he did was he was back to issue a challenge to Aleister Black for his newly won NXT Championship. Candice even took the mic at one point, and she was talking about her match later on in the show with Zelina Vega, which was the scheduled main event. Shockingly, nobody came out to beat them down, to attack Johnny. I was half expecting Ciampa to come out and give Candice a pile driver. I think it was Triple H, actually. He did an interview within the last week. I don't know if it was with ESPN or who it was with. But he was talking about the decision to put the Gargano-Ciampa match on last at TakeOver New Orleans. And he said, you know, you always struggle with these decisions. That, you know, he believes that typically it should always be the title that goes on last, but it's title versus personal issue. And he said ultimately personal issue won out. And, you know, he was talking about the future for Ciampa. You know, will there be more stuff with Ciampa and Gargano? And he sort of teased it by saying, we haven't even seen the most sinister side yet of Tommaso Ciampa, what this guy is capable of. But it was funny to hear him talk about the finish to the TakeOver show and just how perfect it was, with the babyface going over and Johnny getting his job back and his wife coming out and celebrating with him. And he even said, he made the comment, he goes, yeah, you know, we could have had Ciampa, you know, sort of give Candice a pile driver or something, but because he's got that old school mindset there. You know, that's the sort of thing you will never see on WWE television as far as like the main shows. And Triple H himself, he kind of teased giving Ronda a pedigree at WrestleMania. Obviously, he didn't follow through on it. But I wonder in NXT, if they really truly look at NXT as a separate beast and Triple H sort of, you know, obviously it's his baby. He can do whatever he wants. If we might see, because I think they should totally do it. I said this last week. I think that if you want to keep the Gargano-Ciampa thing going and do one more match, because Ciampa's got to be stewing after that loss. And now that Gargano is back on the same brand, I don't see Ciampa letting this go so quickly. I would think there will be a rematch at some point. And what better way to build heat and intrigue going into that match than for him to physically do something really sinister to Candice in the ring? You know, like giving her a pile driver. Now, maybe it wouldn't be a pile driver since that's a bad move, but him going after Johnny's wife, you know, tying her up in the ring and threatening to do something before he runs out, I think is something that we're probably going to see at some point, and I think we should.